Paperboy News here to deliver y'all that daily report. Now salutes up and shout outs to Spotterlo. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. But he said ever since he met Young and Jefe, he's always been the homie. But he noticed that every time something hot comes on the internet, he's always quick to run to the internet to cover that content. And then a lot of times he'll double back and do another video basically apologizing because he put out wrong information.
I noticed that over the time he's been on in these YouTube streets doing his thing, he's been extremely successful. However, he seems to have developed a reputation of being quick with information hot on the press that is not always accurate. And I've seen him do a few retractments. One I thought he really owed the community that I never actually think that the community received is he was quick to report that one of my homies was incarcerated and got something inserted into his rectum, which is absolutely untrue.
The Spotterlo said Young and Jefe did another video when the Rolling 40 Crips are pissed off at him because in that video he said 4-Leaf got shanked, and Spotterlo said Young Ant knows his homie who's locked up with 4-Leaf right now, and instead of running to the internet to cover that video making it seem as though it's true, he could at least got it fact checked by his homie.
Young Ant Jefe is fully aware that my folks that I spoke to, he's in touch with him, that they are familiar one with the other. He knows that my homie is right there with 4-Leaf, and he could have at least took the time to fact check it. But perhaps, it's evidence of his slogan. He don't care about what that check say.
Now Spotterlo said he ain't gonna take nothing away from Young and Jefe because at the end of the day, he is a real member from H.O. Gangsta Crip. But he basically begged Young and Jefe, if you're gonna cover videos on the neighborhood or the East Coast Crips on your channel, at least get the information right.
People speak on all type of things here on this internet. And he chimed in, and I guess he wanted to report this neighborhood business. And he claims that he is bringing forth facts that 4-Leaf got stabbed. I'm here to report that it's absolutely untrue.
The Spotterlo said it's crazy how Young and Jefe is trying to push peace, but he never covered one negative video about anything with the H.O. Gangsta Crips. But every time he talks about the neighborhood Crips, it's always something negative like that 4 Extra and Spotify's beef.
Care about number what the check said. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe because it don't cost you nothing to press that button.
See, we just be thinking he rapping and rhyming, but maybe that's true. If you will break your neck to come online to bring information that don't got nothing to do with you in your section, first of all, and then not even verify a fact check if it's true, then we would sleep. He telling you he don't care about nothing but what that check say.
The Spotterlo said one thing he learned about Young Annie is if something's viral on the internet, it don't matter what the hell they talking about or whether it's true or not. He's gonna turn on his computer and try to finish that video as fast as he can so he can be the first person to talk about it on the internet. And if the video's wrong, he's gonna make another video the following day blaming somebody else saying that's where he got his information from. The Spotterlo said the reason why a lot of these street ninjas is mad at Young and Jefe is because he really is a reputable from H.O. Gangsta Crip. So whenever he uploads a video, a lot of street ninjas be tuned in because they want to see what's going on in the streets. And then when they watch a Young and Jefe video, they get pissed off because they later found out that either that situation Young and Jefe was talking about in his story didn't happen, or it was just a bold-faced lie.
He was so quick to report this information. I talked to multiple peoples, not only the people at New Delano, but a few people on the street that didn't quite appreciate him running to the internet with this false information, because his position has been solidified and established as a real one out here, joint or reputable. So we tend to want to be able to take his word as gospel out here when he talking about these LA streets, but he had a few boo-boos.
The Spotterlo told Young and Jefe if you was a nobody, nobody would care about your content. And he said if you notice, Whack 100 throws accusations out all the time and people ignore him because he's a nobody from his community. But he said the reason why people get on you when you go on the internet and give out misinformation is because you's a real street ninja from your community. So people actually tap into your channel to see what's going on in the streets of LA, but you keep putting out false information, which is not only making you lose credibility for your channel, but people people aren't going to watch you anymore because you're putting out false information. Spider-Loc wanted to make one thing clear. Young and Jefe is a real reputable member from A-Trade Gangsta Crip, and he ain't taking that away from him. But he told Young and stop trying to be the first person to cover every piece of content that's viral on the internet, especially gang content. Actually do your research on it so you can verify if it's true or not before you cover it, because he's sick and tired of you going on the internet always doing an apology video, blaming it on somebody else that you got that video from. Now at the end of the day, salutes up to Young and Jefe and Spider-Loc. And Spider-Loc said Young and Jefe is always gonna be his homie, but if he gonna cover neighborhood Crip business, this is my advice to you. But y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in that comment section. Paperboy Newsstand. Y'all be safe and stay dangerous out there. Gone.